Welcome to Whose Review Matters Anyway, the podcast where the show notes are made up and the reviews don't matter, just like this intro by Mike here in just a few seconds.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. We are your hosts, Mike, Sal, and Hammy Ham.
Boo!
Go fuck
You
yourself.
suck! Throw a tomato at your
I
face.
put a lot of effort into that.
Throw
You put
lettuce.
absolutely no effort. Chat GPT put more effort into their intro if you were to use it.
Well, I guess you could call me Marvel now.
I'll call you
Speaking of.
DC. How about that?
They're
Oh,
rising up.
dang.
They're rising up.
That's
Fuck you. They're rising up.
Whatever you're looking at is upside down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a random episode of just random talks. A quick review of the Marvels, the Miss Marvels. What is it called? What is the title of the
The
movie?
Marvels.
The Marvels. A conversation of where Marvel stands and the status of movies so far that is coming out during the holidays. Are there? I don't know. We'll go along with everything.
I
Well,
mean, also to be very transparent, because at the time of recording, the other episode that Mike and I recorded is not up yet. But it's been a long ass time since we
oh, it's not up
talked
yet.
at all for any movie whatsoever.
Oh, got you.
Because
I blame Sal.
So
probably, but movies suck. Like I'm not.
The
I mean,
creator was good. The creator was
let,
good.
let's just go ahead into that topic, all right? Because like I have had no motivation, zero, none, to watch anything that has like recently come out, except for maybe the Marvels. I did go see that, but that's because like
Wow,
I
this
don't
guy
know. I
saw a
guess it
Marvel
just
movie.
convenient,
Surprise.
but it's just because it conveniently fits my schedule. Otherwise, like I don't know. I didn't feel like watching Blue Beetle. I didn't feel
I
like
did see that
watching.
one.
What else came out? What's another
the
movie that came?
creator,
I saw that
I
one
didn't
too.
even know what that was about.
Sound of Freedom.
Don't even know.
Wow.
But even if it wasn't convenient, I haven't been watching anything series wise. I finished rewatching House, but that's not new.
Shit, I
Hey,
don't think I
that's on
Uh,
you.
watched.
You.
Oh,
This guy was.
Ahsoka came out.
Yep,
I
saw
didn't
that.
even watch that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue on, it's been a while since we have recorded, all three of us, because we just, like Sal mentioned, we just haven't been. Well, me and Sal, Ham watches everything. We
Yep.
just haven't been watch anything, or we just been somewhat busy with life and kicking our asses and shit like that. But
Definitely that part.
And I beat Starfield twice and on my third run.
I didn't even beat
nice.
the first 5 minutes of Starfield on my first run.
Um, me and Sal, well, whenever he will upload it, we actually did a review of Spider-Man 2.
That
Uh,
is the only thing I dedicated time to.
me too.
Nobody has a PlayStation 5.
Two of us do.
Two of us do.
Yep.
Actually, that's
That's
actually
2/3.
false.
That's failing.
That's actually false because Spider-Man 2 actually beat a record. I think it's like the most second most successful superhero video game sold ever.
I I think that's pretty easy though.
No, that's not pretty easy. That's pretty hard, man.
Superhero
Yeah,
game?
if you put it on that context, you said best sequel superhero game
Yeah,
I was gonna
because
say, like,
going against Batman, the Arkham games, where it comes out
yeah,
or
but
for
that's
or
the
both
only
consoles.
contender, though.
yeah,
I think
exactly. Or
to Ham's
Superman
point, that's
2? Yeah.
or Superman
Yeah.
64.
Yeah.
You know how many copies Batman Arkham sold?
I mean,
Yeah, but
was it
still, like
close?
Yeah, it was
in
actually
the
really close.
superhero games, there's not a whole lot besides the Batman games. Like, yes, the Batman games finally brought out good, legitimate superhero games,
Sure.
and then came Spider-Man. But besides those two titles, besides those two franchises, there's nothing else.
No, but
I can't
my
think of anything
defense, okay, listen, my
else.
defense towards Ham's saying that nobody has a PS5,
Well,
Spider-Man
I'm not
2,
saying I didn't mean that, but I
well, I
agree
got
with
offended and
Sal.
you need to get some punishment. Stop
Uh-huh,
out.
uh-huh. Yeah. What about greatest sequels ever? What about Halo 2? Does that compare to Spider-Man? What's the deal with that?
No, no,
I
no.
mean,
Because
Master
well,
Chief
the thing
is
is,
a
Halo
superhero.
stops at Halo 3, and then after that, it just falls off a cliff.
Halo peaked. Halo peaked at Halo 2. All right,
I
Halo
agree.
3. No,
3
But
was
like
bad.
So talking about Halo, do you still play
Shut
Halo?
up. Fuck you. I do. All right. It's a new season, and I gotta complete it before January.
This guy
That's
has
it. That's
time to
all.
watch House, Halo, Spider Man.
Olivia
Oh man.
Rodrigo is on right now.
But like, there's nothing. I don't know. I guess with Star Wars, I'm every time we watch a Star Wars series, we're always disappointed. Except for Andor. Andor was the only one
I
that I
didn't watch
enjoyed.
that.
What?
I
You
didn't watch
didn't.
that. I just because Obi-Wan left a fucking bad taste in my mouth. It's like fucking.
Wait, did we not talk about Andor?
You guys
I
reviewed
think you and
Andor,
I
and I just
did.
stood in the back, just looking around with my drink, and be
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, this is cool. I guess whatever."
Andor is good. No doubt about that.
It's just
Yes, but like
Obi-Wan
nothing
fucked up
else was good.
my mood of Star Wars. Like I just Obi-Wan really just made me just feel like I don't give a fuck about Star Wars
Then you should have
anymore.
played the Jedi Survivor then.
I need to play
Oh, I
that, but
did.
I'm waiting for Black Friday.
Okay.
What and then Marvel, I don't know, series, Marvel series are just kind of like
Is there a Marvel series? Oh, Loki, yeah.
Loki, but I didn't even bother to watch that. And I kind of was excited for that because you got Data in there. You got $50 bill in there, the guy, the guy, I forget his actual name, but he's in
Oh
there.
my god.
And I don't know. But like the whole Marvel saga thing is just like I'm over it a little bit. Like there's nothing cohesive about it, and I just kind of want to rewatch all the first MCU, just the whole first saga.
Yeah.
I might actually start doing that. I might just go back to watching Iron Man, and just going through the whole thing again.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're kind of all over the place. I think we will get down
Flames
in
out.
order. Let's just discuss about the movies this year. Of I want to say from like August till December. I want to say those are like the biggest ones that are like
So we're doing a speed run.
a little speed one or speed run and somewhat. I know Blue Beetle came out in August. The
Never
Creator,
saw
I
it.
believe, so came out in August or September. I
Never
think
saw
Oh,
it.
so I'll
August.
go Blue Beetle, green. I thought it was funny. Creator,
Uh huh.
awesome, dramatic, green.
Green. Okay. What else?
I did
And
not see Saw. I did not have
Oh,
time to
I
see
oh,
Saw.
saw
hey, Saw came out.
Exorcist. I saw Exorcist Believer. Um, yeah, I think I might give that a red.
Red,
That's
straight
fair.
red.
Oh, what
Yeah.
about that? The one that you were you went to see? It's the one with the hand
Oh,
thing. The
Talk to
don't
Me.
talk
That's
to
a
me.
green.
Talk to me. Yeah, green.
Green
All
card for
right.
sure. Yeah, it was actually
I
really
heard some
good.
crazy shit in that one. Yeah, I heard people liking that one.
It's not as crazy. I think the hype is too. It's overhyped, dramatic hype.
Really?
But I think the film was a good film. It was enjoyable. It was a green card. But don't believe in the hype. I think it's just social media. Kids
All
just
right.
haven't seen it. They see this movie and they're like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life." It's just like,
Speaking of kids, my kids just watched the Paw Patrol movie. I didn't get to
Green
really
card?
watch it. Watch it. They liked it. The
real
little,
quick. What?
the
Let
little
me
bit I
get
saw
their
though,
review.
the little bit that I saw though was actually pretty good. I was like, this is actually better than the first one, and that's as much
Okay.
as I did it.
Okay. What other film did I
It might be like
watch? I
three.
think.
So you didn't see Saw Patrol?
I hate you.
Oh, I did a marathon in Halloween for Terrifier. I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
I've
because
not
they're
seen it,
coming
but
out.
I heard they were terrifying.
I heard.
Um,
I've seen a couple of scenes from
fucking
Terrifier, and
gruesome. Uh, part one. It's not my like. Part one. The only thing interesting about it is just the kills. Part two did a little story, but it's a yellow card. Yellow card for red card for the first one. Yellow card for the second one. They're making a part three that's coming out next year in October, but it's supposed to be like Christmas theme.
oh, speaking of Christmas, Santa
Wait, wait,
Claus
wait.
season 2 is out.
Fun fact. Terrifying is before the action, and horrifying is after the action.
Sure. Uh,
Santa Claus season 2 is out. I haven't watched
Just
that
the
yet.
first episode or all of it?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I don't
So
know. I don't know.
is it the lack of films this so far as the holiday is because of the writer's strike or
No, because that is going to affect next year.
Next year is probably going to be shittier.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
I think usually August there's the blockbusters, and then after that is basically horror films and shitty shit. So
Damn.
until end of November or beginning of
Oh
December.
yeah, there was
It's
that Power Rangers thing too on Netflix. My son watched part of
But the
that.
thing
Oh
is,
no,
with
he
the
actually
no,
writer,
finished
with the
that
watching
writer
it.
that was
strike,
garbage. That was garbage.
with the
I didn't finish watching
right.
it. I just heard it was the last Power Rangers thing because I guess now they're gonna reboot the whole thing soon. So,
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
but I did not finish
Dun,
watching
I
dun,
it.
think at
dun,
this point of
dun.
how shit has like hit the fan, there a lot of things are gonna get rebooted. Even fucking Halloween is getting another reboot.
Yeah, that shit
Why?
sucks.
I don't fucking know, man. It's just money, man. Fans like shit, and fans will defend shit no matter what, and they will just accept anything. And
Like Marvel movies?
yeah, like Marvel movies, yeah, yeah. We'll get into that in a bit. But I don't know, man. Like I just think I'm just a little disappointed
Mhm.
of how like because I will think that in November and December will be like top hit films coming out. Like last year we had like what like I think the film that comes in my mind I think it's Avatar. How that was like a huge hit, like a huge film
I
coming out.
still haven't watched it.
But you know what I mean though. Like at that time, like it was like one of those the big film. There's
Yeah, I
no
didn't
big
see it either.
film.
Oh, you got a
Wait,
lot of anime stuff though, because didn't One Piece isn't that good? I don't watch it, but
Netflix. I heard
yeah,
it was.
What One Piece? Hell yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, you guys don't watch One Piece.
live
No.
action
Oh,
One
the
Piece that
live
we're
action
referring
one.
to.
That was actually pretty good. Netflix
Yeah.
actually did a really good job for not getting involved in Netflix. It was Oda, the creator of Netflix, that actually wrote the
But
whole entire script
what
of
up?
the show because
What up? What up?
he wanted full access. He didn't want nobody messing up with his
Yeah.
story that he
Okay.
created. So good for
They're also
him.
doing
That's
live action Avatar.
yes, the trailer looked phenomenal.
I never saw.
It looks really good. It looks really promising. I'm actually really excited for it.
Isn't
Um
isn't there a live action you go gadget Hakusho something?
yes,
No idea.
and Netflix, yeah.
Okay, people are gonna hate me for that
But
one.
yeah, yeah, for
Uh,
sure. But other than that, it's just been lackluster. I know the Wish film is coming out. The Disney Wish film is coming out.
oh
That
yeah,
doesn't
my
look
daughter
great.
Fucking
wants to see that. Oh, we're gonna go see Trolls on Monday night. My daughter wants to see that.
That, of course, might do well. I probably think it will.
Well, definitely because it's in sync. In
Yeah,
sync
but
is like
kids
the
don't
most
know
the
about
best one.
NSYNC.
No,
Kids are
but
just
exactly,
dragging their
which is why you're
parents.
gonna get the adults. Like they're gonna go in there and be like, "I want to watch this. You're coming with me."
Uh, I mean, I don't. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna do better than second or first, but like I said, we shall see. If they do, they're making a fourth one.
I don't know. It'd be
more
hard for
likely
them
they
to
are
top the
making a
second
fourth
toy.
one because why
That
the
second
fuck
movie
not?
was good.
You
Shut
know.
up, you racist.
Hey, but Aquaman's coming out in December.
Yeah, tonight. What?
I don't
You
give
mean
a
the
fuck.
Pacifier 3?
What the fuck? When did they make part two? Isn't
I'm
that
pretty
part
sure
two
there's
with
a part
Jackie
2.
Chan?
I don't know.
What?
But like
Or am I,
Aquaman
or am I
trailer was
thinking another
so
movie?
weird. Like I don't understand like the whole like he's got a parent now. I don't remember the first movie with him like teasing that he was going to be a parent.
Who? Vin Diesel?
No,
I
we're
think
talking
it's
about
I th-
Aquaman.
I think it's in the comics. Somebody mentioned that it was in the
Sure,
comics.
I'm sure it is in the comics, but I just don't recall anything in the first movie of like he's going to be a father.
It's in the second movie. Just watch the second one.
Wait,
I'm not
who?
going to.
All right, then
Aquaman,
don't worry about it.
I'm fucking lost at this point. All right, moving
the
forward.
Aquaman trailer. He starts off by saying he's a father now.
When the fuck did he get some tail? Or Finn?
Between the first and second movie, I don't know.
Zack
Which
Snyder
first
effect.
and second movie?
Anyways, moving on. Ladies
During
and
the Flash.
gentlemen, that's just I don't know. Give us your thoughts on what you think about like this year's so far, like towards the end of the year's films. I think it's been lackluster. I think Hollywood is running out of ideas. So
Yeah, that's why you got to watch different movies, not the same Marvel dumb shit.
I think
Watch
no, no, no,
different
no.
movies
I don't even think it's because of that.
and dumb horror shit.
Oh my god, you and dumb horror shit. You can even whatever. But I don't even think it's that. I just think it's just like
Nice comeback.
there's just nothing. There's just nothing out there that's interesting, and I honestly think it's because it's the writer strike. It's the writer strike. Everything got postponed. I know Craven, even though none of us are fucking excited to watch that.
Oh my
Craven got
god, I
pushed back.
forgot that trailer was out there.
Yeah, it was
God.
out there.
Oh, but
But
then we go. Then the fucking Madam Web looks stupid.
Madam Web
So we're
does look
going. We're
stupid.
going into it. We're going into
Yeah,
it.
we're
All right.
going into it. Looks stupid. It just flat out looks stupid. And like the only thing they tried to make look cool, which was cool for like the split second that you could see it, was having Spider Woman and Spider Girl being in there. But I feel like they're gonna fuck it all up. Just whatever bullshit story that they're putting together, and it just looks stupid. And
What
then
one
someone
word?
the recent social media trend right now, because like people were just like trying to figure out like why is this an issue, why does this movie look kind of weird. Someone put like a took 4 screenshots of it and put the CW logo in the corner, and everyone's like, oh, that makes sense.
I mean, it
Ooh.
does look like a film from like the 2000s coming out from 2023.
All right. I don't know much of the characters. B, it's Sony. It's Sony, and C, it's not Spider Man. So Sony can't do anything that's
I'm just excited for Sydney
yeah.
Sweeney. That's the only thing.
I
Why? Why,
I'm
Mike?
calling it right
Why?
now.
She has a beautiful eyes.
I'm
Ice.
call
Okay.
I'm calling it right now. I guarantee you, by the third trailer, you're gonna see Andrew Garfield's face somewhere in that trailer.
Okay. All I want to know is, will this do better than Venom 2?
No,
No,
Morbius?
it'll be worse than Morbius.
I don't know if it'd be worse than Morbius. It might be like on par with
I'm saying money
Morbius,
wise.
but I
Money
also kind
wise.
of enjoyed Morbius, so I don't
Oh
know
my God. Get this man a shield or something. I don't know.
I kind of want to rewatch Morbius now, actually.
Yeah.
Boo!
So can we talk about how bad the costume of the villain looks? It looks like a fucking like a MegaCon or a Comic Con fan
You mean a
made.
cosplay?
Yeah, like I mean, costume cosplay is the same shit. It just looks fucking cheap as fuck.
It's stupid.
Like what? Who
I mean,
is
I think
that?
it's
Like
supposed to be,
who
but
is
I don't
that,
know.
Sal?
I don't know. I don't know Madam Web all that well beyond the '90s cartoon theme of it
Same.
all.
I don't even know who the fuck is. I don't even know what the hell is a Madam Web.
But I think they're at this point they just want to throw in a lot of spider characters just because Spidey things are cool now.
Yeah, of course, man.
Oh, now they're cool?
Yeah,
All right.
they're
Just
awesome.
because of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. So,
But like I don't know. It's just it's stupid. It's just stupid. I don't want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't want to watch it.
it just looks really bad. Bad acting, bad CGI, whatever they're doing. Like, how the hell do they get all powers? They're all fucking neighbors to each other. So it's like you can't think of another. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I'll wait till the second trailer, then I'll 100% be whatever.
What did look kind of cool was the Godzilla -1 trailer.
Yes, that actually
Oh
looks
my
interesting.
God.
Hey, it's actually Japanese people running from Godzilla.
So many
Okay.
things wrong with
Okay.
what you just said there.
What? Godzilla. Godzilla.
Did they show the next Con trailer already?
Japan.
No, they hinted.
Okay. We also got the trailer for the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I did not
Oh, that looks
watch
cool.
it. I gotta watch all the films. I haven't.
I gotta rewatch the films because I forgot what happened.
First one very good. Second one not bad. I forget the third one, but it has to do with the contagion. I think. I think.
I think the
Or was that
third
the
one
second one?
is.
Wasn't that the kid? Didn't they have the kid in the third one?
I think so.
I don't know what kid you're talking about. I gotta rewatch everything.
Yeah, that's all
Does this
messed up.
connect with the Mark Wahlberg one?
No,
Mark Wahlberg one?
the first one with
Planet of the Apes.
Michael looking Jackson monkeys that were live action.
Wait, is this like from a long time ago?
You don't
No, this was
remember? You
early two
remember?
thousands.
I think I remember. I just don't remember it because these ones were
It's
much
where he
better than
went
that one.
to. It's just he
Yes,
finally escaped the planet, and then he went to another planet.
Was it
To
the Planet of the
it
Apes?
was the planet of America that apes took over. Abraham Lincoln was an ape
at the end.
at
Yeah.
the end.
That's interesting.
No, it wasn't.
Was that the prequel to Transformers, the one that you was in as well?
No.
No, it was a prequel to Creed.
Oh,
Actually,
I wanted
yes,
to watch
because then,
Creed.
because then the Planet of the Apes start making machines, and then their first machine is Optimus Prime.
Ah, see, it all comes together now. It is
Yep.
the Wahlberg verse,
The Wahlberg effect.
the Wahlburgers.
Okay. And then they
Those close
showed,
down.
and then of course we got a release of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Sure.
They actually look. This actually looks very promising to me. First of all, they got the casting of everybody correct, not the M Night Shyamalan one, where he got his fucking. Never mind. Let me not get into it. But yeah, they look. This looks promising. Way better than the M Night Shyamalan one. If anybody's interested, I'm interested in that one. What's another good trailer that came out? Still waiting for that Craven trailer, man. I can't wait.
I hate you.
Can't wait whatsoever. But moving on, let's talk about Marvel. Let's get into it, guys. Let's talk about the
The
Marvels.
Marvel?
Yeah, let's talk about the Marvels. Let's and then
For all intents and purposes, Mike is not going to watch this movie, but he read up on spoilers, so it's
yeah.
okay for him and I to talk about it.
Yeah. Well. I mean, I'll later on I'll explain why I don't want to.
Oh, we know why you don't want to watch.
I mean, like, is it? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get into it. Fuck it. I don't care. At this point, at this point. If anybody who has not listened to this podcast, this is your first time listening to us. And by the way, if this is your first time listening to us, I'm very sorry. I feel sorry for you guys. But I have mentioned past episodes that I'm not a huge fan at all of Captain Marvel. And I'm not of a big fan. I don't want to say I'm not a big fan because I think Brie Larson is a great actress. I think she's phenomenal. She has done great jobs in other films. It's just I don't like her in the Marvel and as Captain Marvel because she has taken the character and she made it very fucking political. And I just hate that now people are setting up like myself, like men who disagree with the film of Captain Marvel or even the Marvels, they're calling us anti-feminists. We don't have an opinion and this and that. And it's just like that's fucking bullshit. Like you should know at this point where a good percentage of comic book fans, nerds like us, it's all males. And we don't care like if it's a female or male. Like as long as you get the material right, we're gonna fucking love it. And I just feel like they have not got nothing fucking right at all with this character where they set up Captain Marvel for this to be this high end powerful hero that's supposed to take Thanos in towards the end game. But she was fucking nowhere to be seen the whole entire film or towards the end. And then she got headbutted. And then of course who was the savior of everybody? Iron Man. So like what was your point of here? What was the point of this character? So that's where I stand. That's why I don't want to watch the Marvels. I just think it looks fucking stupid. What I saw the spoilers, I saw everything, and it just looks fucking ridiculous. I'm not interested in it. I'm not investing my money into it. But I want to talk about it with these guys. So go right ahead, guys. The floor is yours.
Ham, let's explain to him why we both think that this is the gold card movie of the year.
I agree. I think this is a gold card.
Hey, Mike, what do you think? Yeah?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Take my fucking go card. Let's fucking go.
Okay, in all seriousness, uh, Ham, what card are you giving Cap? Or what? Yeah, what card are you giving the Marvels?
I'm giving it green. I thought it was fun and dumb.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Am I going or are you going with your card?
Wait, what? What do you mean? Am I going with my card?
I'm saying no. Am I explaining myself or are you
No, well,
going?
okay, yeah. Let me. I
It's been a
would give
while.
it. I'd give it. I would give it a yellow at best, man.
Sure.
Like, okay, so uh, can we both agree that Kamala Khan was probably the highlight of the movie?
Agreed.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
Just as
agreed.
much as we enjoyed Kamala Khan and Miss Marvel, she was just as entertaining to watch in
And her
this movie.
family.
Yes, and the family. Yeah, and the
Yes.
mom stepped up this time around. The
Yes.
mom did some fucking work.
I
So
think if she wasn't there and the family and the villain, I'd give it a red easily.
I hated the villain. The villain was so boring.
Yes, but this is one of the few villains that actually sacrificed themselves for their people and actually completed what she was
Uh,
doing.
are we really calling that an intentional sacrifice, or she didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen?
Well, no, she said she would sacrifice herself before anything happened, talking to
Yeah,
her.
but she didn't know that she was gonna sacrifice herself. I don't think. I don't
She
think that was
did.
part of
She
her
did. She
plan.
says, "I
Okay,
will
okay.
die for my people."
Let's get in order. Let's get in order because I'm fucking
Okay.
confused.
Anyway,
Okay,
Kamala Khan was the biggest highlight. Kamala Khan is,
Yes.
I think, is worth kind of
Yes.
watching the movie just for her alone because she's still her fangirl self, and the fact that she has a lot of like. I think we said the same thing for Tom Holland, where like she's got a lot of range. Like she can
Yeah.
pull off like a lot of expressions and time them very well. So like the fact that like everything that came out of her was natural. It just felt
Yeah.
like that would be the next logical thing, and it was smooth, and it was like it was perfect. Like I think she was the best thing about the entire movie.
Yeah. And
Um,
would you give her show?
I think I gave her a show a green.
And I
I
think
like
I
the
gave it a
show.
green. Hey,
Yeah.
Mike, what'd you give her show?
I gave it a red, but I said that she was the highlight of the show.
Okay. All right.
I
Uh,
I admit it. I was like, I like her as Miss Marvel. I want to see more of her done justice and right, but I just didn't like the show at all. I don't think they did a great
okay.
job capitalizing whatever they were trying to do.
All right.
Hmm.
Ham number two. Can we both agree that although coming from Secret Invasion,
Oh my
extremely
God. Yes.
weird by the way
Yes.
that he was acting,
Yes.
he was actually funny as hell in this movie.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I'm like,
What,
that's two
Samuel L.
different
Jackson?
characters. It's two
Yeah,
different characters.
it is completely different. Like I can't even tell if that's supposed to be legit Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury or if that's still the scroll Nick Fury. Like
I
it's
I
it's
I think it
night
was
and day.
just yeah. It wasn't Nick Fury. I think it was just Samuel Jackson.
But like I don't know, like he got his line got the first laugh out of me where like I think it was Kamala falling down or whatever, and at the last second it switched to Captain Marvel, and he's like, oh, it's cool, it's Danvers. Like I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. Oh yeah,
I
I
kind of
remember
took him
that
that
one.
one. And then when he's like in the ship and like the brother's praying, and he's like, are you praying right now? And then he's like, don't stop, we need all the help we're gonna get. And then he's like prays along with him or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like he was just funny in this one, and like it was so weird though to enjoy it because Secret Invasion fucking sucked, and was not that good in that movie or in that series.
Yeah, he was
So
Sure.
depressing. It was like he was gloomy. He
It was
was
two different characters completely. I don't know what happened between the show and now, but maybe he got some. I don't
so.
know.
Is this the definition that each like team did their own thing with Nick Fury? Like one did Secret Invasion, and the other one didn't know what the fuck that they were going to do with Secret Invasion. They're like, we'll just do our own Nick Fury. You guys do your own.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's maybe what it sounds like.
So
All
where the
right. So
fuck does I don't know.
number three. Can we both agree? Oh man, I just forgot what this. Oh, can we both agree that the montage training scene was actually kind of entertaining?
Yes, yes. I mean
Okay.
they stole some shit from the '80s, but yeah, sure.
Like, if Mike, did you watch that clip, the training montage?
No.
You would fucking hate it. You would be like, "This is the stupidest shit in the world." But
Probably.
like, so they get to the point where they understand like when they use their powers at the same time, they fucking swap places. So, and we don't know really how long it took them to go from like point A to point B, but they did this
True.
training montage where they're like, I hate to say it this way, but it basically is this way, where they're doing like typical girl stuff, like
I was gonna say
training, but like
a sleepover.
yeah, basically what you I guess so. Like it's a superhero version training of a sleepover where
Yeah,
they're like doing jump ropes where they're trying to switch places as like, who's holding the rope, who's in the middle. Then they're like trying to balance the book on their head, but they're swapping places to see if they can continue to balance the book. Like they're doing all these like random shit. But it was just kind of it was funny. Like I enjoyed it. I was like,
Right.
I
yeah,
did too.
this is kind of dumb,
But
but at the same
isn't it?
time, like I can't hate it.
But the thing is, isn't the movie like very inconsistent with the use of the powers?
Uh,
Um,
they
there were
explain
a
it.
couple of times where I was like, they should have swapped, but the movie didn't swap them. So I don't know because like I think what the movie did well, but not really hide it well, was when they used their powers because there were certain points where you should have been able to tell, yeah, they used it at the same time, but they cut it in a way where it's like you can still argue that they didn't use them at the same time. So I don't know.
Exactly.
It was a little choppy in that sense, but I think I don't know. It was sometimes difficult to tell.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
number four. Can we both agree that the fight scenes choreography were actually kind of cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's all like all three of them. So like the first
Yeah.
time that they're fighting, with the enemies, and then the last one where they're fighting with the main villain. I thought the choreography was done really well. I was not aware that some of that was like this like CGI, like the people, like Kamala and all them, like the individual people were CGI. Of course, the effects and everything, like the powers were CGI, but
What?
from what I was being told or what I was reading, so sometimes you could tell that the characters themselves were CGI characters.
I didn't really notice that.
Yeah, I didn't either. So, but I liked it. I liked the choreography behind the fight scenes. I thought they were well done. I think they could have probably done it throughout the whole movie, but for some reason they didn't. Because I thought the when they were defending the planet, the water planet or
Yeah.
whatever, I thought that fight scene was a little weak. But the two major ones that stood out to me was when it was all three of them doing their power swapping shit at the same time. Number
You got.
five.
Uh huh.
Do I have a number five?
I've got a five.
Go ahead.
Do you agree that parts of the singing planet was funny?
Hmm.
I said parts, not all of it. Parts.
If I were watching a Disney Plus series, I
Oh
would say
no.
yes.
Okay.
I think it felt weird in the movie
Yeah.
because it almost felt sort of like Thor Ragnaroky, where it's like, okay, we're
Yes.
trying to be serious here, but now you're interjecting something really stupid that
Yeah,
just
but that was
like
only for a little bit. For you, Thor Ragnarok was all of it.
true. Um, yeah, I kind of laughed, but at the same time, it just felt out of place for me.
It did. Okay, I'll agree on that as well.
Okay,
Right.
can can we both agree? Now we're getting to the negatives here.
Uh-oh.
Can we both agree that the fucking cat storyline was fucking bullshit?
Yeah, it did come out of nowhere because they're like, oh, there's a thing. Oh no, there's a bunch of things now. Oh no. Oh, it was a des whatever us machina sort of thing that
Didn't
came
the
out of nowhere.
didn't this cat had a whole bunch of babies and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike,
I
I was
mean,
gonna ask you if you knew anything about this. So spoilers, people. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. So out of nowhere, there's something like the ship, the wherever they were, Saber headquarters. They there was like this egg pod thing, just out of nowhere, it just showed up, and they're like, "Oh, what is this? I have no idea. Should we tell Nick Fury?" leave it a mystery. We're not going to answer that question. And
Yeah.
then, like, later in the movie, towards the end, when we get to the point of like, oh shit, our headquarters is going down. How are we going to save all these like 500 people when we only have like 10 like escape pods? Like all of a sudden, all these pods that have like miraculously multiplied all over the fucking place gave birth to cats, the same fucking cats that eat up
Kittens.
shit and swallow them whole. So they're like, oh, well, we can't fit 500 people into escape pods, but we can easily fit like 500 cats in like escape pods. So then they started like picking up all the cats and then started eating up all the people because it doesn't like, I guess, like digest them. It just stores them inside their body for them to spit it out later. And I just thought that whole thing was the stupidest part of the entire movie, where it's like, who wrote this stupid shit? Like,
Yeah,
literally. Like,
but I giggled. I think it'd be funny for kids, but I was giggling a little
no,
bit. A
no,
little bit.
no.
This guy
Mm-mm.
said it'll be funny for kids.
Yes,
So is
I
this a
said it.
kids movie?
Hey man,
I
I
mean,
gave it a green
technically, if
card,
they
so I don't
want to
know.
expand it, if they want
Yeah,
to, if they want to reach a wider audience, I don't see why not. Kamala Khan's
exactly.
in it.
People love kittens. All right. Can you agree on number seven?
Wait, are
The
we on
first
negative still? Because I think we're still on negatives here.
sort of, yeah. The first 15 minutes were kind of slow. I agreed with Aaron. She pointed that out. I'm like, yeah. I think the first 15 minutes were,
Um, I mean, it did take her like 20 years to get to that fucking wall, like light wall thing. So I
sure,
guess so.
yeah,
I guess so. I mean, I don't think it bothered me that much though.
yeah. But I think it just once they were all together, that I'm like, all right, let's go. But it was a little like, all right, yeah. But all right.
Mm.
Well, what else you got?
The cat thing really ruined the whole movie for me. I'm not gonna
Really?
lie. Yeah, because I was kind of I do recall like when I was watching the movie and like when you even get to the training montage, I was like, this is actually entertaining. Like it's not a great movie, but it's actually not that bad. But then when we get to the cat thing, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like I don't want to watch this anymore. Like
Yeah.
this is shit. Like it is terrible.
Hey, you got to
But
sell those toys, man.
But like I don't know what else to highlight though, because I feel like that's pretty much it. It's kind of they did mention like Captain Marvel just like ruined the Kree homeworld, which is why there's like that whole war going on between
Yeah,
the Kree and everybody else. And it was kind of cool that they brought up the AI thing. That was because that
yeah.
is an actual Marvel comic thing, but like they also just dismissed it right away. So that was kind of
Somewhat.
disappointing. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. Um, but I don't know what else to point out. No, wait, the beginning was not. Oh, wait, you're talking about. Sorry, it just popped in my head the whole like comic book where we got Kamala Khan like narrating her story. I was like, that was kind of cool.
No, yeah, that's fine. But I'm just like it. It's like, all right, we get it. And she's doing that. Whatever, she's doing that. Yeah, her part, of course, good. But I mean, eventually, once you get to the part where they all explained everything to dumb people, it's like, all right, let's go.
Mm. Oh, and if the scrolls had a planet that they were
Yeah, yeah,
high.
yeah. That's a loophole. Let's skip that one.
Okay, just want to make sure Secret Invasion wasn't a pointless series.
Yeah, but there was only that many. There was like a million scrolls, I believe,
Okay, a
where there
million
was
still
only
sounds a lot.
a handful, maybe 30 scrolls from that planet.
Um, that's there's not much else to say. I mean, I want to say the post credit scene for when that needs to be talked about in isolation. But
Well, isolation. Well, let's talk about the end of the movie.
oh, the Young Avengers. Yes.
Yes,
Okay, I did like the scene.
that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, where Mike, did you see that part?
Yeah, where Kamala Khan is talking to
Hawkeye, basically.
Hawkeye,
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I guess she's putting together the Young Avengers, although one could argue maybe A Force, which is the female team in Marvel. But yeah, because she also brought up like, oh, did you know Ant Man had a daughter too? And so She's like the new Iron Man for the newer generation, so to speak,
I guess, yeah.
which is fine. I didn't
I
have
mean,
any
she's the
problems
one with
against it.
the only show, so
That is true. What only show? Kate Bishop had her show.
yeah, but she was by herself. You had Hawkeye and Kate Bishop sort of sharing the limelight, whereas Miss Marvel was by herself, basically.
She had drawings of Captain Marvel.
She had
Uh,
the support of love by Captain Marvel.
sure.
Yeah, that was good. That was fine. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Other than that, that's it, right? I don't know.
How
The
we
captain
say
thing didn't
Brie
really do anything for
Larson
me.
did, and the other and Rambo.
They were there.
Yeah, and they did some stuff.
Uh,
They did some stuff like, but the thing is, like, would you guys agree that w- besides, like, okay, I'm just saying this. Do you guys agree that the writing of Marvel, failed Brie Larson as Captain Marvel because they haven't done anything with this character since her movie or even an Endgame,
uh,
in my opinion? Do you think that they just did this film just to have her be in the film?
I
Mm,
don't know how to answer that. Yeah.
Like, you don't see the disappointment. Like, you don't see, like, how they were trying to hype a new hero before Endgame came
So,
out.
do you want to see? Are you gonna watch a second Captain Marvel movie?
No, I'm not going to watch it because there's nothing interesting about the character.
Well, I mean, they could make something interesting. Would you watch it?
But what can they do to fix the character at this point?
I, I don't know. I'm not writing the second movie.
No, that's what I'm asking you. Like,
so
will you guys?
here's my response to that. Like, I get what you're saying, and I could almost
Yeah.
agree that this movie didn't really, I don't know, focus on Captain Marvel. I think the way that they should have focused it on, because
Sure.
it is technically her sequel. I would say that they hinted at a lot of stuff that she did between the first and this movie, which
Yeah.
probably would have been a cool movie to watch.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think they're not doing the character justice in any way with this particular movie.
Okay, and then how did Rambo get her powers?
Uh.
With WandaVision,
Yeah. WandaVision.
I forgot, how did she get her powers in
she
WandaVision?
went through the hex thing.
The heck, she like went through a bunch of times or something, and then got kicked out a bunch of times, and then she just got basically from the whatever stone that Wanda got her powers from.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, WandaVision. You're supposed to watch WandaVision
Yeah. That's another problem for this movie. You have to watch WandaVision and Miss Marvel
and
to
Hawkeye.
and I guess and Hawkeye to watch this one. That is a really, I mean, that's what happened with the
Oh, here's my other
Mandalorian
complaint.
with Boba Fett.
Here's my other complaint. The Saber headquarters. I think it's called Saber. No, Sword. My bad. Oh my God, Sword.
Yeah,
It's
Sword.
supposed to be Sword. They just fucking just dismissed that whole thing. Like, Sword is supposed to be like a big fucking intergalactic deal, but they're just like, yeah, we just have this cool satellite up here that we live in.
Yeah, there
All
wasn't
right, moving
real
on.
introduction to it.
It's so like I just that kind of irritated me. I was like, this is kind of like a really cool thing in the comics, and you're just like throwing it here because you just want Easter eggs. Like, yeah, it did not sit well with me.
Okay, and then can we talk about the post
Well,
the big one? The
so well before that, so Ham enjoyed it all the way through. Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can kind of get that, but the cat thing really fucking ruined the whole thing for me, which is why I dropped it down to a yellow.
All right, fair enough.
Okay,
Okay, all right. The post credit scene.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Spoilers.
Dun,
spoilers.
dun.
Um, I will say this first. This it got spoiled for me because it was spread all
Oh
over
shit!
fucking social media.
Hey
I
man, I
literally,
luckily
I
I
like, I was scrolling through, and I literally just saw only a split second of Beast. Like, Beast was the very first thing that was fucking shown in that clip. I think it was on TikTok or something, and I immediately went away from, like, fuck. Like I
That's what
just
happens
watched
when
it
you
on.
work with squirrels.
So I would say that I probably would have enjoyed the post credit scene a little bit more if I didn't see it on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What?
literally
Okay.
woke up and went straight to the movie theater. Luckily, I did not get spoiled.
How was your reaction, him?
So
But I was
oh,
like, what the fuck?
So just
Um,
to give some context here, though, so Monica Rambeau gets like at the end of the movie, like there's like a dimension, like the fucking thing got shattered, or a warp hole, whatever, that's like leading into another universe. Monica Rambeau absorbs enough power to like close it, but she has to close it from the other side, so from the other universe side,
yeah, to
and so by
sacrifice
the time she
herself.
closes it, she's stuck there. She knows that she's stuck there, and that's the only way though that she can fix everything. So then the post credit scene starts with her waking up in some sort of lab. We can assume that it is the Xavier mansion. But she wakes up, sees her mom, who supposedly died of cancer from her original universe, but this person doesn't know who Monica Rambeau is. So Monica Rambeau just recognizes her because she looks exactly like her mom. But I guess she's the X-Men character binary, right? Because
I believe so, yeah.
Beast mentions, "Oh, binary found you floating, blah blah blah, whatever," and then like you hear Beast talk, and then they reveal Beast. Here's my problem though: who the fuck does the CGI work on this movie for that one? Like, if there was only one guy that had one fucking job to make Beast look cool, they fucking failed and should be fired.
How
All
about,
the practical effects from the earlier movies, from what is it? Was it Days of Future Past when he was
Yeah.
in, or whatever? Like those look so much better than whatever the fuck they put in this movie.
So they couldn't
no,
put.
did I?
So they couldn't get somebody to dress up as Beast.
Yeah, I don't know, but haven't I mentioned that nowadays CGI companies just put out bids to movies, and usually if you have the cheapest bid and it looks okay, that's who they'll go with.
But this does not look okay, Ham. This sucked out like
Sure.
a sore thumb. You cannot justify this. This
I,
one was
I it
terrible.
was only for a couple seconds. They're like, okay, just do it. It's like doing homework at the last minute. You know what I mean?
So do you think like this was a last minute post credit scene that they filmed?
I don't
So
know.
they were like, you know
I
what, fuck it, let's just add this guy.
I
maybe
think within the context of the movie, because of how it ended, it makes sense for them to make like use that as an opportunity. But it's not like they hinted at something really cool for post credit scene, because then that
yeah.
would have helped with marketing. They could have done that, but they didn't.
But I'm
So
saying maybe it was already there because there was no end credit scene.
yeah, but I don't
So
know.
it's
I didn't think it was cool to have Kelsey Grammer come back for Beast, but I don't like how they just CGI'd him instead of putting practical effects shit on him.
sure. But also, I'm saying a super Easter egg. It might be not, but I just put two and two together just now.
Oh,
Maybe it's a
X3.
callback.
He
What?
was in X3. Sorry, he was in X-Men 3.
Yeah.
That's what he was in.
No,
Yeah.
but I was gonna say that it might be a callback to Back to the Future. Maybe I don't know, but could be.
How?
This guy saw
He
Barbie and
wakes
he
up and
thinks,
he's like, "Mom."
Oh, okay, sure.
sure.
Yeah, I'm no, I'm reaching, but I'm taking it.
I don't know. I wish it was done a little bit better, but I'm curious if Deadpool 3 is gonna address any part of that at all. Because it seems like Deadpool 3 is like maybe the only saving strand of Marvel.
What I
But
saw
I
was
don't.
that it's the only movie in 2024, only Marvel movie in
Yeah.
2024.
So,
Sounds about right.
I mean, I wanna create a conversation, but the thing is, are you guys already like so far like done with the film, like reviewing the film?
Well, what did you
Done.
want to talk about?
So I wanted to talk about like the crisis that's going on with Marvel at this moment. Like they
We've already talked about it. I
no,
mean,
we didn't talk about it at all.
yeah, we've talked about superhero fatigue for a long time. I
No,
mean,
but the
it's
recent
been
news,
months.
what's been going on with Marvel and what they have announced, and then with that backstage thing that they did, showing the with the Thunderbolts, with Blade, and now that they're actually planning to hit the reset button with
But it was rumored, or did that actually happen?
there. It's I mean it's rumored or not, we have to talk about it. I mean, I want to talk about it. Of just like what I think they should have done from the beginning is that like after Endgame, they should have took a year break, a year or two break, a year or two, and just focus on X-Men because they already had they had full rights of the X-Men license, and they should have done that right away instead of whatever they did with Phase 4. With
But didn't you just say they should have taken a break?
Yeah, for 1 or 2 years, and then after those 2 years coming back, they just jump into straight into X-Men, and then lead it towards X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool 3, and whatever, and then of course the new big bad, it should have been Doctor Doom, and they've done multiverse to take down Doom or some shit. But now with Kane the Conqueror, with what is it, Jonathan Mayer, uh, might be actually not happening with Kane the Conqueror anymore,
And
because
that's still rumored, or is that confirmed as
it
well?
doesn't matter. It's rumored, but still though, like it's just, if it's rumored, that means that it's on, literally it's on the edge of almost happening or not, of course, but it's just a big fail at the moment. Like I don't know, like it's just it's especially with the Marvels being, I think, what the lowest box office Marvel film ever at this
Sure.
point. Like it just shows that it's just like they just need a break. Like Marvel needs to stop. Like Kevin Foggy, I don't know what the hell Kevin Foggy's doing at this point. I think he's just collecting a paycheck at this moment. But we all have looked at Kevin Foggy like this guy that he has a plan of what he wants to do, and it kind of did show from Phase 1 to Phase 3. But now after Phase 3, it's just like they're just
Well,
throwing
hold
random
on.
shit in the screen.
Is it really him kind of causing the problem, or is it because ever since they got into Disney, they're the ones causing the problem?
I mean,
They've
it's
had a
the,
lot of success with Disney.
I mean, at the same
Sure, but
time,
that was because things were already in place. Disney didn't buy them out until when? Ultron?
I think
Uh,
Ultron, I believe so, or no, I think even before that.
I think it's before that. I thought it was. I'm saying 2026.
Someone look it up. Look it up right now.
I mean, not 20. Sorry, 2006.
Hold on, let me see. When
2000.
did Disney buy Marvel? When did Disney
Right around 2006, I believe.
buy
I don't know. For
Marvel?
some reason, in my head, I'm thinking like after Ultron is
2009.
Nine. All
what came.
right.
What Marvel movie came out in 2009?
Let me see. I'm checking. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Um,
Okay, that adds up. 2009.
2009 was the only year in MCU life cycle that didn't have a Marvel movie.
All right, 2010. Go ahead.
Then in 2010, Marvel Studios came back with Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2. There you go.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't agree with when Disney started.
Hmm.
I mean, technically, if I mean, because of probably Disney, we got Phase 2 and Phase 3.
Yeah, sure.
But
Hmm.
I think what they're trying to do at this point, like they're just trying to flush out more superhero movies, just like how Star Wars is like I don't know, like I said, I mentioned I want to compare this to Star Wars and Marvel, is that they're just throwing random shit into the screen, and stupid fans are just accepting bullshit.
So my problem though, okay, my problem doesn't really stem from the fact that they're doing too many movies or doing too many characters. My problem, and this also includes Star Wars, because I also use the same complaint with The Mandalorian when I think they started up season 2, was that they're trying to do too many fan servicey things by throwing in so many cool like Easter eggs or so many cool things that we would love to see in a movie or something like that. But they just mention the name or they just show a visual of it, and then or they completely change the concept of the character, and then that's it. Like they don't even like really do it
Yeah.
justice. So like the one that really pops out in my mind the first time is a Hulk's son, where he just fucking like just shows up at the end of the series, and
Yeah.
they just like don't do anything about it. Or Hercules when and when he showed up in Thor: Love and Thunder, they don't do anything about it. Like they do so many like cool niche things that in the comics, yeah, like comic fans know this and know this, but they don't do anything to serve justice to the character themselves or to whatever it is that they're trying to do. Like they just are trying to put like all these like sort of like attractive things to hope that people will just love it anyway no matter what they did. The only reason, and I will still stand by this, the only reason why Endgame pulls off all of its fan service crap, no matter how like unbelievable or like so like out of the storyline made up shit, it only worked because we already invested so many fucking movies of like actual grounded films to lead up to that moment where they're like, just have fun. And we did. We all had fun watching Endgame, but we put the time and work into it.
Yeah.
Where everything else, they're not putting the time and work into it. They're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping that we would just enjoy it because we know it from a comic book.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Agreed.
I no, I fucking I think you actually hit it perfectly on the
Yeah.
head. It's
But I
just
mean, we know this. Like, I mean, it's been happening. That's the thing. I'm like,
that's why like I just think at this point they need to look at the bigger picture of just like, okay, this didn't work out, this didn't work out. Let's look at through some of the Marvel shows that are just like just throwaway shows, you
well,
know.
I'm sure they're gonna look at it because they're not making money. So,
Yeah,
I
they're not
mean,
making
I bet
shit.
I'm
And
sure they
then
are
like with the whole Loki show, I haven't finished it, so I don't know what does that do with Kane the Conqueror or whatever. And
a little bit.
and then also too, like with the Blade film, like at this point, what's the point of having Blade? What is he going to do in the universe? Or
That's right. They don't even address anything from the internals. Like it's been
nothing.
so fucking long since they connect things together,
Yeah.
where it wasn't the same for the first saga because one led kind of right into another. Or if it was in isolation, like for instance Captain America, it at least had a post credit scene that brought it back to like the present time. Like each thing felt like it did the character justice, but then was able to at least not just do a 2 second clip or throw a name out of there. It had like a decent enough of a scene to then link it to the bigger story.
Yeah. I don't fucking know, man, what they're trying to do at this point. I think
Well, that's why I say I think it's more of the Disney as being a problem than Kevin Feige, because, and I know people will argue against this or whatever, but Marvel is trying really hard for this whole diversifying thing, like this whole inclusivity, which I'm not against it. I don't care. Throw in all your sort of different, like oddball characters, gender swap, do trans characters. I don't care. But it just seems like that's all you're lining up to do is just to make sure that you appeal to those specific groups as opposed to then focusing as to why all these groups are together to begin with.
yeah. Will you be interested if they just, whatever future project we got or what we have in store right now at this moment, they just throw it out. They just throw it out and reset, take a 2 year break, 1 or 2 year break, and just focus on another saga of X-Men or Fantastic Four or whatever.
At this point, it's too late for them because they've already thrown so much shit out there that if they don't address it, they're going to be in a much worse shape.
Really.
It's too late. They threw out too much shit out there.
Especially with Moon Knight, um,
Moon
Daredevil,
Knight, the Black Knight, Blade, Hercules, Scar, like all these
Ant
different
Man.
characters. It's just it's too much, and they haven't done anything to link everything together.
Fuck, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy of how it was one of those things where like this, Marvel was looking into like the superior of direction of like this is how you're supposed to make superhero films. Now we're talking about like, okay, this is not how you're supposed to do it whatsoever. So like it's just, I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. There's gonna be a point in time where I think we're actually at the point in time where we're kind of sick of this shit.
I mean, in all fairness, DC fucked it up first.
I mean, they had nothing to do with Marvel.
Nah, but they fucked it up first.
I mean, nah. I mean, they're coming back
When? With what?
next year with Superman. James Gunn. He's making
Okay,
his own
well,
universe.
if you want to count your chickens before they hatch, sure.
I'm pretty confident that it's going to work out.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you do you, man. You
Hey
you
man, I
believe what you.
cannot wait when you be like, "Damn, this was good," and I'll be like, "Yeah,
Sure. I don't
yeah,
think I'll. I don't think I'll. I'm not denying. I'll probably say that for Superman, but beyond that, that's a whole different story.
nah." You're just trying to find ways to deny it.
All right. Well, that's all we got time for, and I think Ham's phone either died or is dying or whatnot. So we did lose him a little while ago, but that's why we just haven't been talking about movies, just because things are just getting super saturated. There are originals out there, but I don't. It's not motivating enough to go to the theaters to watch them. But hopefully, I don't
Yeah.
know. Hopefully, things kind of are going to be okay next year. But the writers and the actors strike did kind of hurt movie production a little bit. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
I think the
Mike,
next
do the thing.
yeah,
Oh,
I think I don't know, we want to get back into it again, reviewing Loki or not.
we'll see. Depends on when I plan on finishing it.
Gotcha. But hey guys, follow us on social media. Let us know what's your thought of this episode of what we talked about at WRMA Cast and Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And write us an email on drunkcop.ateacher@gmail.com, and Ham will probably discuss about kitty stuff and maybe some other things.
That was kind of messed up to say. All right, Mike, you got the final word this time. No Ham to interrupt you.
um, Stay classy, Los Angeles
This is why no one likes
or
you.
San Diego.